Hello, Mojo from ThreeChordGuitar.com here. Today, by request, I would like to show you some pretty simple finger picking. So mostly we're going to be looking at right hand technique. To do this today, I enlisted the help of my trusty USA built Reverend Avenger TL, meaning that there's a Telecaster pickup over here, bridge pickup, in the oh so groovy Love Swirl finish. Amp-wise, I'll be using a Dr. Z Carbon Gia. Alright, so today it's all about the right hand, baby. That would be this one. And even I know that. Anyway, the idea today is to look at some very simple finger picking stuff. And I hope that I'll be making a lot of sense. I don't profess to be really good at finger picking. But maybe it can give some simple hints. The first thing that you have to think about is in finger picking is the fact that you have to decide how many fingers you're going to be using. Personally, mostly I use these three to pick: the thumb, the index, and the Johnny Cash finger. Very rarely do I use a ring finger. Even rarer still is using the pinky for me. It doesn't mean you shouldn't use them, it just means that I personally don't use them. I don't think I'm that good to use all 5 fingers yet. Anyway. On my left hand right now, which you can't see unless I do this, I have a simple E chord pattern here. So what we're going to do is quite simple, just to warm up. We're going to hit the bass with the thumb. And I'm literally just plucking the fat E string. So, thumb, then middle finger is going to hit the so see the B string. So thumb, Johnny Cash. Oh, pardon me, Johnny Cash finger. So thumb, middle finger, then the index finger is going to hit the G string, and my Johnny Cash finger is going to hit the high E string. So we have thumb, middle, index, middle. Thumb, middle, index, middle. Thumb, middle, index, middle. Now if we do this a little bit faster, we get this little rhythm. So fairly simple little technique here. Thumb, middle, index, middle. I'm now in A chord format. Same picking though. Back to E. B7. A7. Back to E. You may have noticed there when I was playing with the E chord, I did a quick little different pattern with my thumb, which is that when I hit the thumb the first time, I hit it on the low E string. And when I came back the second time, I went up one string and did it on the A string, which gives you this kind of a walking bass idea. So in other words, if I don't hit the rest, look at my thumb, it's going to go alternating between the fat E string and the A string. Now if I move to an A chord, I'll do the same thing with my thumb, except this time I go from the A string to the D string. Back to the E format, E chord. Now it's fairly standard picking, and if you think of a song like maybe Johnny Cash's Folsom Prison Blues, you'll see that being used. How do you play that? Well, you simply put your left hand basically makes an E chord again. Simple, regular blues E chord. Nothing wrong with that. and then your thumb is going to hit alternating with these three fingers right here on the strings. So I'm going to position my ring finger on the B string, pardon me. My middle finger is going to come on a G string, and my ring finger is going to come on the D string. That's all we're doing. They never change, okay? And then the thumb is going to hit first, then my three fingers, and instead of going back to the E string with my thumb, after I'm done with the three fingers over here, I'm going to go straight to the A string to alternate that walking bass thing we talked about. I hear the train a-comin', it's coming round the bend. I ain't seen the sun shining, I don't know when. And then you would go to an A string, probably to an A chord, and do the same thing, except that you move all your fingers down one. Keep dragging on, back to E. Then B7. It's a blues after all, so this is a 1-4-5 progression. Note that this little pattern here works with just about everything. You can do it with a G chord. And I even screwed it up. But the bottom line here is what I was trying to show you is that it's always the same pattern, no matter what chord you're going to make with this here little hand. And the whole idea is fairly minimalistic, if you will, in that your fingers really don't move all that much on the right hand. You just alternate with the thumb. And your other fingers, like if we go back to the E example we had, your other fingers are really just doing the same thing too. In other words, they're kind of like stuck against the strings that they're supposed to be stuck on, and they don't really move from there. Alright, well, I hope this was somewhat useful for you, and keep practicing. If you have any questions, feel free to post in our forum. I'd be more than happy to answer any questions you may have. So, be well. Take care.